changed it from Generation X and Generation Y to millennials. And now millennials have taken flight, and now it has taken off because the ad agencies are seeking who they need to market to. Millennials are the next generation that they're trying to cater to. How are we going to sell the millennials? How are we going to encourage the millennials? How we're going to prosper off the millennial generation? And you need to know, brothers and sisters, regardless of what you call yourself, it's the marketing agents that have given you the name of millennials because they're targeting your day even right now all the way to 20 years from now. And after 20 years, you're going to go out of style, and it'll be a day for another generation. And they're going to market the next generation and leave you by the side of the road. We as the church of God got to be careful how we're using the ad agencies and marketing agencies' name in the house of God as if we are coming up with some system of worship and praise. The millennials are praising them different than the baby boomers. We got to be careful, brothers and sisters, because Paul has let us know that we cannot be conformed to this world. Regardless of what this world is doing, be not conformed to this world, because this world has a set of standards and it's all about making the money. It's all about marketing you, how we can get your money out of your pocket and into our own. So you got to be careful how we come into the house of God and calling ourselves baby boomers or Generation X or Generation Y and even millennials. It's all with an understanding of who God made you. But let me just share something with you, because Paul told us not to be conformed to this world, but to be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may present to God a vessel, a body that is holy and acceptable to God, which is your reasonable servant. And you need to understand, baby boomers, Generation X and millennials, that when we appear before God, all of us gonna have to appear holy, because the Bible tells us that you got to present this body a living sacrifice, and it must be holy before God. You see, time is out, brothers and sisters, for giving God a shabby praise. Time is out, brothers and sisters, for bringing God an unholy sacrifice. God is not going to accept no more half-done jobs. God is not going to accept a half-hearted praise. God is not going to accept unholy worship. God is not going to hear an unworthy prayer. You can ask God for forgiveness all you want. If your heart ain't right and your mind is not made up, that prayer is going to the ceiling and coming right back down. But when we go before God, we got to be holy. Somebody just shout holy. Somebody shout holy. You see, brothers and sisters, Paul is telling us to present these bodies a living sacrifice. Can I go there? Somebody say, go on, preacher. You see, back in the day, back in Paul's day, right before Jesus came, they was bringing sacrifices to the altar, and they were sacrificing holy sacrifices at the altar. And the Bible tells us that men brought sacrifices from miles around in order to place them on the altar for sacrifice. And they did not bring in the temple of God just any old sacrifice, but they brought the sacrifice of first fruits. They gave God their very best. They brought unspotted lambs and unspotted sheep, and they carried them and pulled them from miles around. So the men in Jerusalem got slick. They began to sell sacrifices in Jerusalem. So if you was a traveler coming from a distance, you didn't have to pull 2 and 3 sheep with you. You can just buy them once you got to the temple. The problem was, Sister Sylvia, that at the temple of sacrifice, they were selling doves with broken wings. They were selling spotted sheep. They were selling blind oxen. That's why when Jesus got to the temple and overthrew the money changers, it was because they were selling sacrifices that was unholy and placing them on the altar. If God did not accept unholy sacrifices back then, what make us think that God's going to accept unholy sacrifices now? I just want to ask the church of God, what in this world is going on? We can come into the house of God with dirty and filthy hands, cussing all the way to the church, and think we can come in God's house and give him a sacrifice of praise. The devil is a liar. Can I say that again? Somebody says, say it, preacher. The devil is a liar. God is not accepting unholy sacrifice. You can come in God's house and jump all you want to. You can spin around in circles. You can turn a somersault. You can play the tambourine. You can play the keyboard. You can sing a great song. But my God, he's not accepting an unholy sacrifice. If you're going to come in God's house, you better come with clean hands and a clean heart. If you're going to come in God's house, you will come in God's house and give him a sacrifice. It better be with a whole heart. He's looking for true worshipers. He's looking for somebody who's not just talking loud and saying nothing, but my God, he's looking for somebody that's looking to worship him with a true heart, with a mind that's fixed, with a heart that's fixed, and a mind that's made up. Look at somebody and say, neighbor, what in this world is going on? How dare you get out of the bed at a motel and come preach the gospel of Jesus Christ? How dare you play with the people's intelligence, prophesying lies in the house of God? How dare you prophesy that everybody will be a millionaire in the house of God? The devil is a liar. What in this world is going on? As I take my seat, I just want to leave Calvary with this message. If you gonna love God, or if you say you love God, this is the day that you gotta prove it. You gotta prove that you love him. Time out talking loud and saying nothing. Time out talking about I love God with all my heart. God is saying prove it. Just like you told that boyfriend he wanted to give you a ring. He said he loved you, but you told him before I put this ring on my finger, you gotta prove it. You gotta prove that you love me. You got to prove that you care. You got to prove that you worship me. Look at somebody and say, what in this world is going on? You got to prove your love for God. You got to prove your love for God. How do you prove your love? You got to worship God with everything you got. You got to praise him with all the energy that you have. You got to be a cheerful giver. You got to learn how to push your plate back. You got to learn how to get in God's word. If you love God, you got to prove it. Look at somebody and say, you better prove it. You better prove that you love God. You don't have much time. We don't have much time here. God is looking for somebody that will love him. God is looking at somebody who will worship him. Is there any worshipers in the house? I came to get to your feet and say, I love Jesus. Yes, I do. I love Jesus. How about you? Shout glory. Shout glory in the house of God. Paul said, if you're going to prove it, your mind have to be transformed. That means you go from one thought to another thought. You go from an unholy thought to a holy thought. In other words, Paul is telling us, let this mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus, who thought it was not robbery to be equally God. Shout glory, somebody. We got to change our mind. If you change your mind, you'll change your destiny. If you change your mind, you'll change some habits. If you change your mind, you'll change the company you keep. If you change your mind, your worship will change. If you change your mind, your praise will change. Lift those hands and shout hallelujah. Lift those hands and say, change my mind. Change my mind. Change my mind, Lord, until I talk right. Change my mind till I talk right. Change my mind till I pray right. Change my mind. 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 Shout glory. Put those hands together and give God praise. Come on, put those hands together and give God praise. Put those hands together. Give God praise. I feel like preaching. I feel like there's a little bit more preaching down in my soul. I feel it all down in my feet. I feel the word of God telling somebody to be not conformed to this world. There's too many of us have conformed to things. We think it's okay now to drink a little beer. We think it's okay now to go to the gambling joints. We think it's okay now, and I know I'm stepping on some toes. I think it's okay now to get out on the dance floor and drop our groove in. We twerking now. We boogalooing now. The devil is a liar. I got to cry loud and I spare not because I feel it all down in my soul. The some behavior of children that we gotta correct. Jesus is soon to come, and I got to tell you, I got to cry loud and spare not. You think it's okay now to cuss in the pulpit? The devil is a liar. Ain't no cussing in God's sacred place. Ain't no cussing in the house of God. We think it's okay now